slide this bride. My voice is going so badly. Sorry, it's really croaky. What's up, YouTube? Summer is fast approaching, and pretty soon so many of you, thousands of you, will be going off to camp, spend your summer in America, and I'll be stuck here. So hopefully you're ready for camp, but I thought I'd do a really quick video just on the top 5 things to do to prepare you for camp. I recently did the J1 Visa Day for Camp America and met some of you lovely people. So a lot of you had questions about what you need to do before you go to camp, what's your money situation, all of those kind of things. So I'm going to try and break it down into 5 things for you to do before you go to camp. A lot of you asked about packing, what to pack and how to find that out. I did do a video a couple of years ago with my really cute brother and sister, so you can go check that out. It's on the Camp America playlist. But I also did an updated one recently with my mate Pete from camp, so you can also check that out for a few more quirky things that you might not have thought of. But this one is not about packing, so let's get started. Number 1 is money. So people always have questions about how they get paid. This is pretty much down to your camp. So some people will be paid at the end of the summer, some people will be paid like weekly. At our camp we get paid bi-weekly, so every 2 weeks. So you need to talk to your camp and find out how you're going to get paid firstly, because that will help you decide what you're going to do with that money. So some camps will give you a card. So at our camp they give us all these little like travel card type things, and they just put your wages on and you can just use them in America. Some camps will give you checks, but you can go into like a store, cash them and you get cash, which is kind of annoying because then you have to carry around a load of cash with you. Some camps actually set you up with an American bank account. So one of my friends, they do that. They go on a big group trip to an American bank and they get all their wages put into that. So depending on how your camp pays you, when they pay you, you might want to get a travel card before you go. Everyone raves about Monzo. Apparently it's really good. I haven't used it yet, but the cards are a really cool colour too. So Monzo is one. We give out Caxton cards with Camp America, so you can get one of those. Or there's also Revolut as well. And they're really useful because then you can put English money onto it, you can put your American money onto it, and it just means it's all in one place. And a lot of them you can do like currency transfers and stuff, so it makes it a lot easier. You can also check with your bank because some of them will do like an abroad thing where they won't charge you while you're away. So if you're taking loads of English money over and your bank lets you just use card machines without charging you, maybe just use that and use your American money, depending on what your camp's doing while you're in America. Other thing with money and bank accounts, make sure you cancel or freeze your direct debit, because you don't want to be paying for your phone bill while you're out in the States if you're not going to use it. So a lot of companies will like help you freeze your direct debits just for those 3 months, and then you can start them up again when you get home. I always get asked how much money you should take to camp. It's like one of the first things everyone asks. It's a really tough question because it depends on what you want to do. It depends how good you are with money. I'm terrible with money, so I need to take quite a bit because I can't like be frugal at all. It also depends on how much time off you're getting at camp. So if you have more time off, you're more likely to spend money. We get like 1 day off a week, 24 hours, and then we get an evening off. So those are the 2 times we'd spend money. Roughly, we'd probably spend like $40 on a night off, and then depending, some weekends we'd go away to like Santa Cruz or something, so we'd get a hotel, we'd buy alcohol, we'd buy food, we might go and do something fun like an amusement park or something. So then obviously you're spending quite a lot of money, but you wouldn't do that every weekend. So your camp money you could probably just spend at camp, but you're going to want some for after travel. Again, depends on where you want to go, how much stuff you want to do. The only kind of real advice I could give you would be to just save as much as you possibly can and take it with you. Doesn't mean you're necessarily going to spend it, but then at least you've got it and you can do as much as you want. Number 2, phones. So talk to your provider, because a lot of them will just freeze your direct debits for like the 2-3 months that you're away, and that way you don't have to be paying your phone bill. In terms of getting a phone that works in America, again, speak to your provider because they might be able to do like a broad deal where you can use your phone out there. Or what you can do is make sure you get your phone unlocked before you go, and then you can get a SIM card from like 7-Eleven and do one of those top-up things. So if you wanna, these are good because when you're on your time off, Americans generally will drive you around, they'll take you places, you might go stay with them. So it's good to have an American phone because you can get hold of them and you can text them and call them, because if you don't have data, if you're wandering around San Francisco and you need to get hold of your American mate to come pick you up, you're not going to be able to. Obviously you can go to like a McDonald's and get Wi-Fi, but it's a pain. It's nice just to have a phone that you can use. Camp America also send out SIM cards to you. I think you just have to get in touch with them and they'll send you out a little eKit SIM card. I used that most of my summers because I didn't use my phone a lot to call and text, but I did use it basically to contact Americans and organise plans for the weekend. So if you are on the Camp America program, make sure you get in touch with them and ask for a SIM card. Number 3, paperwork. So you want to organise all your paperwork before you go, so you've got it ready. You aren't scrambling at the airport, at immigration, not knowing where all your stuff is and you can't show it. So you're going to need your DS2019, your service form. It's good to have your return flight details because they want to know that you're going to leave the country, not going to overstay your visa. So if you have those, it's good to take them with you. Your passport, obviously. And it's also good to have your insurance certificate as well because that's one of your visa requirements. So it's good to have in there. Just chuck it in a plastic wallet, put it in your hand luggage so you're all sorted and you've got everything you need. Number 3, research. One of the best things I did before going to camp my first ever summer, because I was 1, very, very excited, and 2, quite nervous and anxious about the whole thing. Do your research on your camp, like watch videos. Most camps will have a YouTube channel, so just go on there and check it out. You can even like look at other people who have hashtagged your camp name, see what they're like, see what their experience was like, because you can see them all over Instagram, Twitter. Join a Facebook group. Most camps will set up a Facebook group before you go to camp. I know the last summer that I did, a lot of the guys that were in that Facebook group started up Snapchat groups for the first timers. They all met up before they went, so it's quite nice because then they kind of knew a few people before they got there, so it wasn't as big of a thing. They had some people that they already kind of knew. Find out what the weather's like, find out what your camp's like, because then you know what stuff to take with you. Also do a little shout out on social media. I know on Twitter, if you tag Camp America, if you're on the Camp America program, and say who else is going to X camp, they'll do a retweet so you can help find each other. Number 5, orientations. Orientations are actually compulsory, so go to one anyway, but they're really good because they give you kind of an idea of what to expect. When you get there, they tell you absolutely everything you could possibly need to know. It also means you can ask any questions you have. If you're with Camp America, you might see me at some, and we're really friendly and helpful, so we're there to help like settle your nerves and make sure you're all ready to go to camp. And they're just really fun as well. Other quick things that might not, so that was my 5 things. The only other thing I would say is maybe get a haircut before you go, because you're probably not going to want to do it when you're there. Your hair's always going to be a mess, it's going to be sticky, it's going to be matted by the end of camp, so it's nice to have a fresh cut before you go. Get all your health stuff sorted too, so like any medications you need, make sure you've got enough for the whole summer. So you don't want to be running out and trying to like find them, and going to doctors and stuff and hospitals is just not fun. So do that before you go as well. Also, I would just really quickly say, think about where you want to travel afterwards, like get some ideas in your head, because when you get to camp, everyone's going to have their own ideas of where they want to go, so it's nice if you kind of have an idea of where you want to go so that you can find people that want to do the same stuff as you. And then just get excited because you're about to have the best summer of your entire life. Like, it is the most amazing experience. I am so jealous that you're all going, and I wish I was going back, but I'm just going to be here. So that was my top 5 things to get you prepared for camp. I hope it was useful. Drop me a comment if you have any questions or there's anything I missed out that you want to ask if you should do before you go. And take it easy. Have an amazing summer.